Okay, great. Hello everyone.
Hi.
You're doing fine?
Yes.
Wonderful. So, I have a question for you. Anyone here who wants to be a better communicator? Just raise your hand. Great. Anyone who wants to be able to better understand someone, another person? Yes? Okay. Anyone who wants to be able to handle objections better? Come on, Bara. Up with your hand. Great. So, today I will talk about one tool that can help you achieve all this I just mentioned. And this tool is called, where is it? There it is, Meta-Model. So, we're going to talk about three things. The first is, what is Meta-Model? The second one, how does it work? And the third one, we're going to go through a few examples, and you can help me, and we'll see if you really understood.
Okay, for good for Bara
or how it works. So, what is Meta-Model? A set of questions to find the explicit meaning of a person's communication. Let's say, if I would ask you, imagine a beach. Okay, try to imagine it. Maybe close your eyes. Everyone has a picture? Okay, a picture of a beach. Okay, you can see the beach?
Yes.
Great. Okay, now do you think that Edric's beach is the same as Ming Shang's beach? Or do you think it looks differently? Maybe Edric's beach, the sun is shining, Ming Shang's it's evening already, I don't know. So there are a lot of things that might be different. And when it comes to communication, often it's very, very important that we do not assume what the other person actually wants to communicate, because words are very, very important. They shape us, they shape our behavior and also our actions. Now, a different definition for Meta-Model is the study of Milton Model that counters the Milton Model with questions to recover lost information. Lost information. I give you an example. Last weekend, it was evening. I was together with a few friends, so we were in the elevator. We wanted to go down to the car park. The car park is in B1. So the elevator door opened. I looked at my friend and said, B1? My friend said, B1. So I went out of the elevator and noticed, hey, it's floor 1, it's not B1. What did I want to communicate? I wanted to communicate, is this B1? What did he thought I wanted to communicate? He thought, do we have to go to B1? Oh. So that's where the conflict was. So there was a lot of lost information. Now, we're talking about the Milton Model. We're going to just briefly compare Meta versus Milton Model, because Milton Model is someone else's topic. Great, so briefly, what is Milton Model? Milton Model is a chunk up tool. A tool where you can find out the purpose of something. It's very, very ambiguous, the language patterns you use, and it's also referred to as hypnotizing. Meta-Model is more or less the opposite. It's a chunk down tool. You go into details. It's very, very good if you want to find out more about the person, more details. It's good to handle objections because it allows you to recover lost information. It allows you to investigate. And it's also a way of getting out of a problem. For example, a problem you have. If you can master the skill, ask the right questions to yourself, it enables you to actually go out of your own problem and see that you have more choices than you thought. So, how does Meta-Model work? There are mainly three filters which we have. One of them is distortion. We tend to distort a lot of information, which means we do not communicate the, let's say, the how do you say this? We do not communicate the accurate I think is a good word, accurate information. Now, I just believe you know how Milton model works, because we are also we are referring to the Milton model here. If not, Lyman will teach us that. Great. I hope you can read this. So, one Milton model is called mind reading, where we are trying to read someone else's mind. Andrew, you don't like me. That's a mind reading. So what Meta-Model tries to do is tries to recover the source of information. What Andrew can ask me is, very briefly, how do you know I don't like you? And I already have to think about, how do I know that he doesn't like me? It's a very good counter. Second one, loss performative. Loss performative is a value judgment where the performer of the judgment is left out. For example, money is evil. What Meta-Model tries to do is it tries to recover the source of the belief and also to gather evidence. So, for example, you could ask me, who said that? Who said that money is evil? A third one, cause and effect. This time Meta-Model tries to recover the choice. Minka, you make me sad. So you are the cause, and the effect is you make me sad. Honestly, probably we here in the room, we know that she does not have the power to make me sad. There is a choice behind it. So Menka could ask me, how do I make you sad? Another one is called complex equivalence. Also, complex Meta-Model can also counter complex equivalence. Here it tries to recover the complex equivalence. Knowledge is power. So A equals B. You can ask, how does knowledge equal power? I think if someone tells you this and you ask this question, he has to think about it first. Next one is also presuppositions. Presuppositions it's a little bit similar to mind reading, but it's not the same, because with presupposition you have evidence that something happened. And here it tries to recover internal representation and also complex equivalence. Often there are complex equivalents involved in the presupposition. Now, I don't want to take too much time, so let's run through this a little bit faster. The second filter, generalization. We have universal quantifiers. We are always late for our feedback.
You hurt my feelings, Marcus.
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
So Meta-Model tries to recover counterexamples, effects and outcomes. Very, very easy way to counter a universal quantifier is to just ask, every time? Can you think of an example where I was not late? You just try to find out one example.
Can I do it in my way? What do you mean by I'm always late?
What do you mean?
Okay. But can it be that way? What do you mean by I'm always late? Can you explain what you're trying to say by
this? You can also ask this, but this doesn't go under generalization.
Okay.
This is more. If you ask this, how come? Sorry, what was the question again?
Say, what do you mean by I'm always late?
What do you mean by? Okay,
Is
so
it
you're trying to ask me.
correctly
I have to define what I mean by being always late. I think you can also count it this way, but it doesn't go under universal quantifiers here. Okay, we have model operators of necessity, recovers effects and outcomes. For example, I must be good at the NLP test. So you can ask, what would happen if you are not? So it recovers the outcomes, effects. Third one, model operators of possibility. I won't be on time. You won't be on time. What prevents you to be on time? It recovers the cost. And the last one, deletion. So when we communicate, we delete a lot of information. We have nominalization. This is a verb that is turned into a noun. what it tries to do, Meta-Model, is to turn it back into a process to recover deletion. So, if for example I say there is no communication here, communication is a frozen verb. You need to put it back into a verb, into a process. So you can ask, what exactly does not get communicated? It's a verb again. Unspecified verb specifies the verb. He rejected me. How specifically did he reject you? So you can see it's deleted. You do not know how he rejected you, but you try to recover this. Then we have simple deletions. There are different simple deletions. Two of them. There's a lack of referential index. It tries to recover the referential index. If you, for example, say, Singaporeans are nice. You can Singaporeans. To whom are you referring to exactly?
What group of Singaporeans are nice?
Sorry?
What group of Singaporeans are nice?
For example, yes. So you try to define the index. And the last one, comparative deletion, where this Meta-Model tries to recover comparative deletion. Let's say, Ivy, you did better. You did better. In what way? So you can ask, how specifically did I do better? In what way did I do better compared to? So these are all the counters which you can use for the Meta-Model. So there's a lot of theory involved. I know that. Sorry about this. Hope you're still awake. So I have a short video. When I downloaded this, I wasn't sure. I was like, I saw this before, and I'm not sure if I saw it in the NLP course. So if I did, let me know. Quick time not available. Okay.